You're listening to Career Ready, and I'm Coach K. Getting you ready for your corporate career. This week, I'm discussing how you can use freely available company information and assets to your advantage to get you noticed during the application process and hopefully get you hired. Also, let's maybe have a look at the Investec career portal. It includes a bit more information as well, like videos from the current and past CEOs on what kind of candidates they're looking for, podcasts from their global head of career as he shared their recruitment process, sponsorship information if you want to study towards your CA qualification, as well as work abroad programs if you want exposure in their UK-based offices. That's just some of the amazing stuff that you can find on companies' career portals above and beyond just normal job listings. Today, let's move on to the second asset, however, that we started to discuss, and that is the value statement. A company value statement is a statement that tells you how the company identifies itself, what they prioritize, what is important to the company, or simply put, what they value the most. In relation to what kind of people they want working in their company, the value statement will give you an idea of what kind of qualities they seek in their employees. For today's example, we will use Investec's value statement. And they say they look for candidates that think out of the ordinary, perform with enthusiasm, and have integrity. Another value statement says that we look for the unique, the special, and the out of the ordinary. Now let's break down these statements. What is Investec actually looking for? 1, they're looking for people who can think outside of the box. This means creative thinkers. Not necessarily creative as in artistic or drawing, but creative in how they problem solve for their customers and the industry they are in. Number 2, they're looking for people who are enthusiastic. Do you get excited about the prospect of something new? Number 3, they're looking for people who have integrity. This means, do you have strong morals and do you apply them to be a trustworthy and honest person? And lastly, number 4, they're looking for people who are unique and special. So what does this mean for you? Again, you need to organize yourself and your thoughts. And I've set up these easy to follow steps. There's 3 of them that you can use to help you do this. Number 1, make a table this time with only 2 columns. Write down each element of the value statements as we broke down earlier. Then next to each one, write down up to 3 work-related experiences or personal qualities that relate to that particular element. If you are a graduate and don't yet have professional working experience, then you would use your high school experience or your varsity experience like campus work, casual work, part-time work, VAC work, or any volunteering experience as well for this section. Now, let's unpack element 1 identified earlier as an example on how to use these steps that I've just outlined. Element 1, if you remember, was people who think outside of the box. Firstly, you're going to make your table with 2 columns. You're going to write down element 1 in column 1, which is people who think outside the box. In column 2, I want you to think back to whatever experience you have. Think of a time or a project you've worked on where you had to come up with a solution that was not normal for the environment you were working in. This could be automating a process that was manual for years that improved productivity or efficiency. Or this could even be how you managed your tables while waitressing to maximize your tips. Now remember these examples and use them in your interview answers when the appropriate question is asked. How easy was that? Organizing yourself and being prepared will give you a completely different interview experience. That's it for today. That was how you can use the elements of a company's value statement to make an impact during your interview. Did you write them down? Well, here's the process again. First, you will identify the company's value statement. Second, you will break it down into its key elements. Third, you will make a table with 2 columns. Next, you will write the identified elements into column 1. And lastly, you will write whatever relevant quality or experience you have that relates to that element and use that story to answer relevant interview questions. Tomorrow, I will discuss the last of the assets we're covering this week, which is the job spec or job description. See you then. That's it from me. You are listening to Career Ready. Stay connected and continue the conversation with me either on Insta, Facebook, or YouTube at Hello Coach K.